We are the revelry, we are the dreamers. We dance through the night in our bones, we can feel it.
Welcome to another episode of Loomis Family Adventures. As you can see here, we have Sweetwater and the canal. Tide's a little low. It's sitting about where it normally sits, maybe about a foot low. But yeah, this is the backyard. We're coming to you from Port Tarpon Marina, where we go over an episode that I had filmed, or at least part of an episode, and never really had a spot to fit it. But it was really good footage and it told a pretty good story. Thanks to Colin and the crew over at Parlay Revival. Love the episodes lately. They've been amazing. Like seeing this whole series. This episode, I'll give you a link to it in the description below. This video was super entertaining for me because it involves a person they run into that owns a Lagoon 45 had through some issues where they anchored and it started to drag, so they let some more out, not realizing that they had let so much out that they dumped all of the chain and the anchor in the ocean. It wasn't secured inside the chain locker to the boat at the end. They're new, they're inexperienced. So for one, I can see making a mistake like that. I know ours is actually secured. What I liked about it is that many of you will know that we were in a hurricane shortly after we bought the boat and moved it around from Fort Lauderdale to Tarpon Springs Marina. And we were on the dock, tied up. And at this point, we didn't know how to drive the boat, or we hadn't really anchored on our own. And there was a suggestion that we put the anchor out about 45 degrees from where the boat was on the dock. Theory there is we're supposed to have a pretty good storm surge after the hurricane. And if we were to, and some lines had broke loose or something had happened, as the water went up, it would pull the boat away from the dock. So I did that. I lowered the chain and the anchor into the boat. I did all this on my own because at that time, the kids, Laura and the kids, hadn't showed up yet. So I had to do that on my own, and trying to lower a Adolf was fun. All right, well, here it goes. My dinghy don't run very well either, so it is gonna be fun. Now I'll give the part where they're trying to pull up to put in to get up their setup, and I had to do it on my own until the very end when we had two guys help that were driving by, and we were able to wave them down, and I don't know that I would have actually been able to get it on the boat. So I'll leave, like I said, I'll leave a description or a link to this episode, but it's somewhere right in here so they go over how they're trying to find the chain. Let alone they have to try to find it and pull it up. But these guys are here, Colin's diving on it and trying to find it and locate it. And it's about, so he does finally find it and then brings a line up to them so they could pull it up. And this is what I didn't have the the Hurricane Idalia footage where the house catches on fire and the boat catches on fire across the way because it was struck by lightning. I think that's what happened. But that episode was kind of long, so I left this footage that you're gonna see that of the anchor out of that episode. And I was looking for a spot to play it, but I could never find a good spot or a good thing. I just don't want to just have it out there. And so this whole episode, I was just like, oh my Lord, I remember all that. So yeah, so that's it. And like I said, thank you to Colin. I spend about 45 minutes moving down the chain until I have reached the anchor. This requires me to lift the chain 15 feet from the sea floor. In all actuality, I have 30 feet total I am lifting until I reach the anchor. This is just brutal on my forearms, and I end up taking several breaks before help arrives.
I just have 16 new.
At the end of this rope, I'm spent, honestly. So one end goes that way and one end goes the other way.
Oh.
There you go. All right. You see a rope. Is it cool to just drop it? Oh, no, I got you. Hold on, Rod.
I'm holding.
Okay.
If you can just drop it close to the front of the ring. All right, here it comes.
Here it is.
No problem.
Thank you guys a beer. Here, stop by and
We spend a few hours cleaning the chain and then head to a local island to shell hunt and relax. Consider subscribing and smash that like button if you are enjoying the content. Check out our Patreon link in the description below for extra content. Thank you for stopping by. Enjoy. And remember the saying, the best way to predict the future is to create it, is attributed to Abraham Lincoln. It essentially means that instead of passively waiting for what might happen, actively take control and shape your own destiny.
sometimes I just have to rotate. Is that sausage?
I am coming, Mother. I am making B-roll.